Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings today. We have a trending news here for you. And the headline of the news read, Nnamdi Kanu forges alliance with Southwest, willing to support them with the highest number of foot soldiers. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. All right, let's look at the news in detail.
All right, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu has pledged maximum support to the Operation Amotekun regional security outfit of the southwestern geopolitical zone. He said the outfit had come to stay regardless of the federal government's stance on it. Well, earlier it was reported that the federal government, through the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami, declared the security outfit illegal, saying it was not backed by any known law in the country. However, on Thursday, IPOB leader in a live broadcast monitored by the nation lauded the initiators of the outfit, describing their arrangement as very laudable. He assured the readiness of his movement to provide the necessary manpower to the outfit. The statement reads in full, the final and definitive stance of the Biafran people is that IPOB will support Operation Amotekun with all our might, regardless of the history of politics that may have existed between the East and the West in the past. We have sworn to work with this generation of Yoruba leadership, with the likes of Pa Ayo Adebanjo, Yinka Odumakin, Femi Fani Kayode, and Omoleye Sowore at the helm. I will support this generation of Yorubas that sets up Amotekun. IPOB will work with them. If they want 1 million men, I will give them to ensure this expansionism is not stopped. It's stopped. That's from the federal government now. We will support the Yorubas in all forms and by every means necessary. The IPOB leader further vowed to ensure nothing untoward happened to the outfit. He added IPOB will back Amotekun security outfit. Amotekun is not going anywhere. They are here to stay and IPOB will support them.
Wow, that's a big one day from Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the IPOB. And we're going to read some reactions from Nigerians before we go into further analysis. And the first one says, here we go, Kanu paying future militants so that he can detect the tune. Hope we all know what tune that will be. Well, that's just his. And another one said, I agree, Amotekun is illegal and will be banned, and most are sleeping as they sleep into that which would destroy our nation, which is the desirous outcome of some, and why one ought be cautious of agreeing with these myopic or outright evil ideas. States will create militants and governors will use them to terrorize their opponent. Then they will split into PDP and APC group and fight wars with each other, thereby truncating our democracy. Another one here say, Oga, I am not from Southeast, but Nnamdi Kanu can never be called a coward. He is actually a brave leader who has continued to remain resolute to his agenda. He hasn't surrendered. He hasn't abandoned the struggle nor the members of his group. Relocating to a safer country to continue the struggle is not cowardice. Or were you expecting him to remain in Nigeria for DSS to lock him up like they are doing to Zaki? Another one says, laugh. This one laughs, said, ha ha ha. Kanu, my man, you know they fall my hand. Allow Southwesterners to continue with what they are doing. All right. And another one says, Southerners must unite to liberate this country or we're moving nowhere. Imagine Fulani herdsmen dictating to us whether to protect ourselves or not. The country is really a shame. Well done, Nnamdi Kanu. And the last one here said, I wonder how Yoruba will be senseless to accept this offer. It will be easier for IPOB to attack Southwest. Abeg, let's run our race differently. All right, some people, based on the reactions that we've heard, some people are against, while some people are supporting the support or the alliance of IPOB with the Southwest in ensuring that Amotekun is a huge success. Considering all of this response, what do you have to say about this alliance? Do you see it breeding success, or do you see it turning out to be detrimental?
My challenge now is going to be the challenge of trust, really. History has it, although he said something quite unique. He said he's willing to work with this present generation, and he mentioned some like minds he feels that understand his temperament, understand and sees the vision that he has seen years back, and he feels now that they seem to be on the same page. Remember, fairly recently, Adeyanju publicly apologized to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for all the utterances he has made, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu willingly accepted him back. But history has always had it that there's always a case of trust between the Southeasterners and Southwesterners. But they are looking at a common front here, and that is for Biafra, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's looking at having Biafra, but he's looking at it on the grounds that on his own it may be a little bit difficult, but we will combine efforts of Southwest, but there's always a price to pay. Now, if there is no trust, somebody has to give in here. Somebody has to show some level of agreement. Somebody has to believe that we are fighting the same cause. So he's trying to stretch his hands of fellowship. Look, let's work together. I may be working on the grounds of having a state called Biafra, a nation called Biafra, but you can also work, if you do not want to do it, you can always work out something that has to do with like regionalism, restructuring, as the case may be. But he's looking at the fact that if the present day government is not giving them that freedom, like Amotekun is just a regional security outfit, and the government of the day are already frowning at it, and there have been such security outfit already existing in the northern region, and no one has called it illegal, no one has disbanded it, but yet don't forget that this whole security outfit thing started in the days of BSS, that's Biafra Secret Service, and it was banned, it was dead on arrival, but they didn't allow it to even see the light of day. As they tried to, they just shut it down, and now Amotekun is coming big on the heels of insecurity, and he's saying that, look, they've done this to me before, and if we don't form some level of alliance over this issue of Amotekun, it may just die just the same way BSS died. So it's like, whatever you need to make it a success, even if it means having an alliance from us or getting you IPOB members, we will give it to you.
All right, thank you very much. And let's look at also, let me just draw up some considerations from there. I think that right now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to support the Southwest, and I believe also that he will need their support at one time or the other. Southwest and Southeast have different agenda. Southeast here, I'm talking about IPOB. Both of them have different agenda. For the Southeasterners, they're looking at security, and they are also looking at the case of restructuring. Forming Amotekun is a step towards restructuring. It's the step they've taken is like, we want restructuring, and we have started the process by not having to get instruction from the central, but moving ahead as a region to start up something that we believe will be of huge benefit to the people. And that is what they're trying to work out their own plan. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here is trying to give them support, also believing that if the case of the restructuring is successful, they will also support IPOB when the time comes, when the time is due. And I think right now they're trying to align with each other and see how they can work out things. Don't forget that right now, if you talk to most of the key guys who are in Southwest, you will see that they support Biafra. They have overly spoken about, or they have spoke severally about the case of marginalization of the Southeasterners. In different occasions, they have demanded that at least, even if they can't offer them anything like presidency or anything like Biafra, but they should give them presidency. So, which means that at one point or the other, they have been in some level of agreement between the two parties, and that's why this guy has decided to come in and say, hey, whatever you need, we are going to give it to you. But as we've already read, you've seen that some Nigerians are not really in support of the alliance. They believe that there will possibly be betrayal in the nearest future, and who it will come from is what we do not know. And that's why we want you to go to our comment section, let us interact. This alliance that Nnamdi Kanu is trying to forge with the Southwest, do you think at the end of the day it will be a mutual one where everybody will return home with a ticket of a winner, because this had always been a sensitive issue that has always attracted some lessons from, both parties. We've seen cases like this trying to come up where I support you and in turn you will support me, but at the end of the day, one will enjoy the support and frustrate the effort of the other one. The Southwest, as much as we know, are still looking at one Nigeria, but they are trying to see how they can straighten things and make it work. Do you think if they are being supported by Nnamdi Kanu, they will also in turn support the independent people of Biafran's sovereignty? That's what we are going to be discussing on our comment section. Let's go there and talk about this extensively.